All right, what is up? What is up, everybody? Shadow Scout 0013 here reporting in for another list build. Today we're going to go over a secret mission style build for the Republic. And uh, we're obviously going to have Padme and R2 in there because these are our secret mission people. And then what we'll do is we can pick a commander, any commander, and we will go from there. And I'll try like maybe one good commander, two commanders. We'll see what I want to add in here. But if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and go ahead and leave a comment in the comments, or leave a comment below, and basically just say if you've seen a list like this, if it worked, if it didn't work, if you know how to counter it, or if you've played it and maybe there's some flaws and you know what to do differently, or maybe some things that you would change. It will help everybody basically figure out what are the best lists with secret mission for the Republic. Okay. And then if you have any lists that you want to know below, or that you want to know, leave it down below and I'll get on that, because it's good to kind of have lists or, comments and requests, because it gets the juices going. Okay. So we have our secret mission people. Let's pick a commander. Now, if you wanted, you really could just go with a clone commander. That would be the cheapest option. It just kind of depends on what you want to do. Now, Anakin Skywalker, Padme, and R2, I think would be fine. So I'm going to go with Anakin right now because it's a Force user. He's going to be good at melee. So you've got your melee character for the most part. You've got your secret characters, your secret mission characters, and then we'll go from there. Now we'll go ahead and equip, Anakin. He's going to be kind of like the guy fighting. So we're going to want to give him Force Push, and he doesn't have a ranged attack. So we want Saber Throw. I want him as, attacking as much as I can. Now I'm going to go with Endurance. So at the end of the activation phase, he can remove a suppression just in case. He has a suppression because his flaw card, you don't want to end with suppression. So we're going to go with that. And then I like Tenacity always. I mean, one extra red dice to kill is, to get an extra wound through, or to get an extra guide gone. That would be perfect. So that's what we're going to go with. Now with Padme, you can equip her. She's mostly going to be there for secret mission. Now she doesn't have to be, but I'm going to go ahead and give her Vigilance. And just in case, you could give her any of these things. Situational awareness would be cheap and awesome. Seize the initiative would be great whenever she doesn't get an order, so that she can move or do something or have an order control when she needs it. And you're trying to, she's in a precarious situation, you need her to move or do something. So seize the initiative would be great. I'm going to go with situational awareness just in case, because there's lots of ways she can also get dodges. She's got quick thinking, so she gains an aim and a dodge. Authoritative, so when she would be issuing an order, she can issue an order to a friendly unit at ranged 1 to 2 instead. So it's kind of like comms relay. Exemplar, friendly units at range 1 to 2 and in line of sight can spend your green tokens. So that is awesome. That's already a really good one. And, she's going to be up front anyway. So it's perfect. Nimble, so she's going to be able to keep that dodge for the whole round. And then Sharpshooter 2 with Pierce 1 at range 1 to 2. At least one person's going down if you can get through cover. And then she surges to hit and surges to defense with 6 health, 3 courage, white defense dice. So with the quick thinking, I think Vigilance would be great to be able to keep that dodge because of Nimble. And then situational awareness so that she can keep negating crits. I think this is going to be best for her, since we're just going to keep her on the move, really. And then R2-D2. I don't feel the need to do any kind of upgrades to him. Now, we do have to have 3 core. So just for the time being, I think fire support and phase 1s are going to be cheap enough and great enough. So we need 3. And just for the sake of it, I wanted to do the ATRTs. I haven't seen too many stuff with them, and they are different than the Republic ATRTs. They have they surge to hit and defense. I don't think the Republic and the Rebels, that they surge to hit at all. They do have a ranged which is critical 1, impact 1, awesome. And then 3 and melee, impact 1, awesome. So really, they've got a decent weapon. Like, it's not great by any means, but to be on here with a armor, so it's going to be canceling hit results, climbing. So you can, climb with it. It's treated as a trooper for the purpose of vertical movements. Expert climber, so you don't have to roll defense dice when to clamber, basically. And then scout 1, so it's going to already get a speed 1 move in, so that range 1 to 3 is already a little bit better, but it's going to be getting shot out pretty quickly. So there's a few different ways to run this if you wanted to. Because spiders are everywhere, I mean, ATRT laser cannon would be fantastic. And for the sake of it, doing 3 of those, I mean, all right, that's 70 points each. That's, all right, that's pretty decent. We're left with over 102 points left, so we could do a lot more. If you wanted to beef up your phase 1 clone troopers, you can. If you wanted, more activations, I have no doubt that you could just go with strike teams. With the DC, because that's going to be the cheapest. And if you could do 2, that's 14 points. You'd have to get rid of maybe 2 laser cannons. Yeah, getting rid of 2 laser cannons, leaving 1 laser cannon to try to do stuff with. You've got R2 that can repair 2 wounds twice, because R2's got secret mission once per game. If you're within enemy deployment zone, place a victory token on basically this card. Okay, and then at the end of the game, if you have victory token, you gain that token as a point. Repair 2 twice, capacity 2, and then inconspicuous, which is awesome. So when an enemy unit performs an attack, if you have at least 1 suppression, it must attack another unit if another unit is in range of them and they're able to. And then during the rally step, you may choose not to remove your suppression tokens if you want to. And then grounded, so he can't climb or clamor, which really sucks, but he's got a card for that just in case you wanted him to. So he'll be able to, heal that laser cannon quite a bit, hopefully be able to put some punches through. If you didn't want the 11 activations for this, it seems pretty thin. Your 3 phase 1 clone troopers maybe can fire support with the ATRTs that have a critical 1, they surge, impact 1, and then all of these clone troopers might be able to fire support with their blacks and get some stuff in. If you didn't want that, and maybe we say we wanted 1 arc trooper, we wanted to kind of keep the ATRT's laser cannons, that only gives us about 44 more points left, which you can't do too much with, but you might be able to do at least 1 Z6, and then and you got 30. Well, let's try another one. It's 2 points over. Yeah, just like I thought. So you're better off going with that phase 1 trooper, the RPS 6 that is cumbersome. Impact 2, it kind of sucks that it's cumbersome. If you didn't want that, we got 44 more points. You can try to put 5s on one of the phase 1s, which can coordinate. So that would be pretty cool. And you've still got laser cannons on all of them. You've still got a strike team. You've got 10 activations, 4 points left extra with Anakin, Padme, R2, secret mission, basically. So if we kept this with 3 ATRTs with the laser cannons, let's just say that we went with synchronized offensive. So after a friendly vehicle unit is issued an order, choose a friendly clone trooper at range 1 to 2 of it and issue that in order. So you give the 1 order to the ATRT, you give the other order to the phase 1 with 5s, and then 5s coordinates to another trooper. So that on this 1 pip, you've got 3 different activations already going, which is pretty cool. Because then that, 5s, he can coordinate another clone trooper. So it could actually, it just would be either like the ARC trooper strike team or the other phase 1s. So we're going to go with that one. And then obviously we have to have Anakin's, because Outmaneuver and Relentless is permanent on this. And I'm going to go with all of Anakin's cards anyway. He's going to be the primary fighting source running in for melee. So we're going to go with that one. And then, okay, so here's a thing. If you want Padme and a trooper, then that's fine. That's giving you more orders out and possibly an extra dodge or speed 1 move, or you could go with the air support. If you, well, I guess you had to have a field commander, a clone trooper. So you really can't go with that one. So this one would be the best, or possibly the push, but they're I'd probably go with that one. And then Hero of the Clone Wars is a definite exemplar and reliable too, to make sure that he's getting those surge tokens. And then the whole point of having Padme is for that secret mission. So if this you want to divulge it, she's going to gain secret mission. And yeah. So you want to divulge, she's going to gain infiltrate. And when she is deployed, she gains a dodge. And then if this card was divulged, you'd gain secret mission. Yeah. So you infiltrate and secret mission would be perfect. So yeah. And then if we go from there, let's look at some objectives that we could do with this. You might have a chance of being blue player, which would be fun. And if you do, maybe you can keep them on the move. So hostage exchange would be fun. You've got some phase ones that are naked, so that's not the worst. Payload would be good because if they keep you just keep everything moving, you've got armor. You could do bombing run with your armor, even though it's speed 2. At least you know that for the most part you're gonna get a little bit farther than maybe just some of the phase 1 clone troopers. So you could go with bombing run, recover the supplies. You do have infiltrate, so technically you could probably do recover the supplies. You just have a harder chance of keeping Padme alive. Intercept the transmissions is tough, but you could do it. So let's just go with, I'm gonna go with actually sabotage and bombing run. And that'll give us our 4 to kind of mess with. And then for deployment, you want to be kind of close. So advanced position wouldn't be bad. Battle lines would be great because then you could infiltrate over here and then have another one over here. You can kind of, it's a wider range of being able to get through and having their army spread thin and maybe possibly getting through more. Disarray wouldn't be the worst. Hemmed in. So if you are a blue player and you are doing everything, there's at least 2 different deployment zones that your secret mission can get in. And then danger close, I feel like would be awesome. And then we need one more. So disarray or advanced positions, because the scout 1 move. Here, at least with secret mission, you could place one here, and then boop, boop, or whatever you want to do to at least force them to split up. And then that would also kind of have them have to make so many weird decisions. And do they go for the secret missions? Do they go for you? There's everything's in crazy deployment stuff if you do wind up being blue player. And then conditions is kind of up to you. But I think this is a pretty good list. It's 10 activations. You've got some pretty naked clone troopers there, but I think that this would be perfect. I'll go ahead and copy this now. If you guys liked it, go ahead and tell me what you liked about it. If you would change something, what would you change? So basically, let's see. Yeah, so you got Anakin, you've got your 10 activations, you got your Padme, your R2, your phase 1s, 3 ATRTs with laser cannons, your arc. Say we didn't like it. I'm trying to do that for people who want to screenshot that. Take away art, you're left with a ton of points left, but if you put some Z6s on there, you're left with 16 points to kind of upgrade a little bit more. You don't have as many activations, but your guys are at least a little bit more decked out. I think a phase 1 clone captain would be pretty good. That way you can't be suppressed out just in case. And then the phase 1 clone specialist, that way you can get in that dodge and stuff. That wouldn't be the worst. Yeah. You don't have 20 points, but if you had 20 points, this would be pretty good. Maybe you got rid of vigilance. If you got rid of vigilance, she wouldn't be able to keep that dodge, and I feel like you really, really need that dodge on her. So, yeah, the best bet is just maybe now you've got some at least heavier units, and I'll go with that one. Fire supporting with this one would be pretty awesome. Yeah. But all right, let me know what you guys think. If you would put the clone captain on the phase 1 clones, then would you? Well, yes, it becomes your leader, but you already have a leader on there, so you can't. So you'd have to pick a different one. maybe you wanted with 5s, you wanted the phase 1 specialist, so that way you can gain that dodge and other stuff as well. That I think that would be pretty fun. That's a BV clone trooper unit. But all right, yep. Let me know what you guys think below, and I will catch you guys on the next video. So, peace.